Forgiveness. One of the most difficult things for most of us to do is to forgive. And you probably would not be telling me the truth if you have never been hurt to the point where it takes you some while to accept that you need to forgive that person. The need for forgiveness comes when someone do something wrong, something that they did to you that you did not deserve. If you deserve it, there is no need for forgiveness because you deserved it. But if the person mistreated you or abused you or they went in excess, then there is need for forgiveness because the person did you wrong. Sometimes people do you wrong with good intentions, but they did wrong. So I want to bring the fact here that forgiveness is not just important for the individual, but forgiveness is important for you. I've heard this many times and I struggled with it a little until the Lord opened my eyes and I realized, did you know that many times that someone may do you wrong, you probably contributed to that wrong? Did you know that sometimes somebody's sin may include your sin? There are many, many, many times when you are so angry with somebody, but you forget your portion. No man sinned alone. Eve did not sin alone. She was tempted by the devil. Adam did not sin alone. When God asked him, what is this that you did? He said, the woman that you gave to me gave me the fruit. She beguiled me. She gave it to me and I ate it. So nobody sinned alone. So the person who hurt you, maybe when you look into it, maybe the person is 99% wrong. But if you are real honest and you check it out, you might also be a contributor to that person's sin. We are contributors. We are contributors to our children's sin. Sometimes things we do around the house. We are contributors to the sin of the society in one way or another. And also, when you sin, you did not sin alone. There are other people who contribute to your fall, to your sin. Some book you read, something you saw on television, something you saw on the internet, something you heard, something within the society that give you the impression that nothing is wrong with it, that it's okay, that you can rebound from it. So what I'm saying here, when someone hurts you, you have to take a good look and see if you were a contributor. And maybe you look and say, no, I did not contribute to that at all. But maybe you're a contributor not to that person's sin, but maybe you're a contributor to somebody else's sin. We are all contributors. So that is why when Jesus told us to pray, he said, forgive us, not just forgive me. You have to pray for everybody, because if you contribute to John's sin and you don't pray for his forgiveness, and you're a contributor in any way, even in a minute way to his sin, then what happened? Your sin is not forgiven either, because you contributed to that. Say you have an argument with somebody. You probably didn't start the argument, but you probably contributed. And the person might be 98% wrong, but what about the 2%? So you have to go and say, Lord, forgive John Brown, forgive Mary. Because if they're not forgiven, what about your contribution? So this is my word to you today. Though you are hurt, try and muster the energy to forgive. And forgive does not necessarily mean that you have to always go back to what the relationship was. Forgive means that you will not let the person pay the consequences they deserve. You will not punish the person for the act. Sometimes we punish people by malicing them. Sometimes we punish people by withholding something. When you forgive, you don't let the person pay. That's what forgiveness is. It doesn't mean you forget it in your head, but you don't let the person pay. So my encouragement today, remember that the person you criticize the most, you might be worse than that person. You may sin more than that person. And not only so, the person you criticize the most, you may very well be a contributor to that person's ways. You may very well have never thought about it. Whether it's your spouse, your children, your co-worker, somebody close to you who your guts cannot stand. Think about it. Though they might be evil, you may have been a contributor. So you need to pray for yourself, and you need to pray for that person. Thank you.